Good morning.
Morning.
Um, I'm have a case that I want to put in the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
I am from Nicaragua. I'm reached Cayman Island to work as a farmer
Mm-hmm.
June June 26.
Mm-hmm.
September the 24th of September my work permit expire. My 3 months work permit expire. I gonna work with Miss Colleen Cummings, Miss Colleen Sharon Cummings as a
Mm-hmm.
farmer. During I was there, she wasn't there when I reached. She was in Panama. Then her brother gonna take me to the airport and carry me to the farm. I was in the farm, incommunicated. I couldn't talk to no one. Okay, from there, them used to go pick me up with the brother and make another work beside my work permit. They used to say farmer. I've been working there, go in 6 and 9.5 hours to come out. Sometime I'll 4 or 7 o'clock night because I was tending to chickens, laying fowls, and small chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And I work in our warehouse, then came me to work in our warehouse 9 days. From 7
Okay.
in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, then carry me
Mm-hmm.
to almost 3:30. Come back to the farm and just leave me there. And I don't have, you know what I mean? I didn't get to know no one there. That was my trip, first trip gone in Cayman Island.
Okay.
And then beside that, them they have a contract with Rubies. And then when Ruby's promotion, I used to day in all the gas station them with the guy doing the work with Ruby's promotion. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, doing work outside of my work permit as a farmer. When I tell the lady, if you're gonna give me something else, I'm working in warehouse, working, him the brother just come pick me up. I say, go with my brother, go with him. He just come pick me up and carry me. Like when you have a slave, you carry him and you bring him and dash him back. That's his app. You know that going on the same $6 an hour where you winning at the farm like it's normal day. But then when I reached there, I didn't get a free day and I come and she didn't pay me up yet. She owe me my monthly salary, month and a half almost salary. And then he didn't pay me no overtime, nor nothing. I had us to look to borrow my pass to come back home because I told her I don't want you put in no more permit because I cannot work here like that. So 2 weeks you're gonna pay me, and if you reach a month, not pay me because you don't have no money. And then she worked to the government. When I told
Mm-hmm.
her, I said this going to affect me because then if my work permit is a farmer, I'm not supposed to do another work. That is not
Mm.
in the law. She said, no worry, I work with the government. That's not a problem. And then she worked with the
Where
government,
does
I
she
believe,
where does she work with the government? Who did you say the person is?
for Colleen Cumming, Colleen Sharon Cumming, she named.
Colleen Cummings.
She
Okay.
work in, yeah, she work in the government apartment. She said, that's
Which
not a problem.
which
I work with the government.
which area of government? Do you have any idea?
Front immigration.
So
I only know
she works immigration and is telling you you can work
no,
outside.
no,
I don't understand.
no. She work in front immigration. Where you say government
Oh,
government
well, a lot of
building.
people, no, that's a big building and there's a lot of departments in there. So you don't know what area of government she works in.
I don't know directly which area she work, but I know she
Okay.
worked there
Oh, I
because I
see.
didn't go in the area where she worked. Just
Mhm.
pass.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I know the place is front immigration where she worked.
Mhm.
No, and then I believe,
So she
you know,
told you because she works for government, you don't have to worry about
she
working outside the terms of your work permit.
no, she told me no, you don't gotta work out no problem. I said, well, okay, because well, I don't want to go no problem then. You understand? Because I thinking in the future then. You understand me? So
Mhm.
then I've been working. She explored me.
Mhm.
Plus, I had to water where I give the chicken in the farm. And then only when the brother come and carry me go work for him, go do this, go do the other. Him only carry me go work and come and drop me off back again to the farm and that is that. And I leave the island
What kind of work were you doing for the brother?
for the brother. I gonna work with him with Ruby's promotion.
Oh.
When him show setting up flags this and Ruby's promotion, he just gonna take me up
So
and carry me. I
not
have
only
all the
were you
pictures with him.
working outside the terms of your work permit, but you were also working for somebody else, not just her.
Yeah. No, him brother. She told me go with your brother. Your brother take me and carry me go work in a warehouse 9 days. And then he carry me for Ruby's Friday when they me having the promotion lately here. I have
Mhm.
those pictures and those things. Them he carry me go work.
Mm.
with Ruby's promotion, and then after that he came me go work by house, go store stuff in a truck and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell the lady, I say, Mom, you gonna give me something else because I'm working hard. She said, no, that going at the $6 an hour like if you working in the farm. I said, but then this not right.
Mm-hmm.
And then this could affect me then. Suppose them catch me and say they're gonna affect me. Say that's not got the problem. I work for the government and you go do. You just go with him and that is that. That time the brother used to get the money from Ruby used to pay the brother.
Mm-hmm.
And them never used to give me no money. Just take me from the farm and carry me. When I come back, if I come soon, I got to continue doing my work in the farm.
Mm.
You know?
How did you, I'm
And
just
then
curious, how did you meet this woman for her to take out a work permit? How did you guys get in contact with each other?
well, there is a lady in Bluefields where she contact the lady and begging the lady say, I need a farmer. I need such a one. And the lady contact me and well, that's how we reach in Cayman.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
She
So I
she
mean,
texts the
let
lady
me
and the
say
lady.
this, right? You've made a lot of, allegations here this morning. What do you have to prove what you've said? Do you have messages between the two of you?
Yes, I have everything. I have everything. I have pictures. I have everything where I will be working. I have my copy of my work permit, contract, everything I have. And I
No,
still,
I mean like when
before I
she's
leave
telling
the
you to go
island,
work for the brother and to hang up flags and do promotions. Do you have evidence of those things happening?
yes, I have
Oh.
evidence. And still, before I'm leave the island, I carry that to the labor board. I give the labor board all the information, all the detail, everything. You know. But then I see this going too long, and by she work with the government, I believe she not going to pay me my labor. If you even pay me my labor, it's not a problem, you know. You know.
Hmm.
See, because I had to borrow money to come back to my country. You understand me? And
So
then
how much
I
money
don't
does she owe you? You worked on a 3 month and then you said she owes you for 1 month?
month and a half she owe me, and plus them other days overtime and stuff like that. When I went to work for other things, when it scared me warehouse and so,
Mm-hmm.
and with Ruby's gas station and promotion them and things like that. Because
Hmm.
that is outside of the farm. Because $6 an hour she used to pay me working in the farm,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to work more than my 12 hours because sometimes in the night I have to get up and go see the small chicken them. You know,
Right. Well, according
I
to
did
her
tell you to
LinkedIn
work.
account, she has a law degree. So this is even more shocking that someone would have a law degree and doing this kind of stuff. She's has a master's in business administration and entrepreneurial and small business operations. And it says she worked as a property manager before, and supposedly she's now a senior property manager at High Rock Property Management. It looks like she left there in 2021. So you say that she works for government. I don't see that on her LinkedIn. You have a contact number for her?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you message it in the WhatsApp? Let's see if we can call her this morning and see what she has to say for herself.
Okay, ma'am. I'm gonna send it for you, right?
Yeah, you stay on the line though, because I want you to be able to ask her for your money.
Yeah.
So it says that she's an article clerk with the Solicitor General's office. What? She works in the legal department at government? That must be a joke.
Yes, ma'am.
That
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
be. That can't be. Oh. Oh, wow. Lord. The Office of the Attorney General? And she's breaking immigration laws, labor laws, according to you? Oh, my Lord. Wow. Sir, just a second. Let's see if we can connect the Bluetooth and get her on the call. Let me see. Hold on one second. We got systems, Bluetooth, searching for devices. Just 1 second, sir. Let's see if we can find this connection roadcaster. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You set the number on WhatsApp?
Yes, ma'am. I don't send it.
Okay. You send me the direct number, Miss Colleen. Okay. She might be at work, so she might not answer her cell phone, but let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Portfolio of Legal Affairs. Good morning. How may I help?
Hi, good morning. Can we speak to Miss Colleen Cummings?
She is not by her desk at the moment. May I take a message?
Mm-hmm. Can you ask her to give Sandra Hill a call?
Sure.
Yeah. She can reach us
Yes,
at
ma'am.
936-2626.
Sorry, can you hold 1 second for me?
Sure.
That is 936?
Yes, 2626.
936 2626.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good day.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye. All right, we do have some pictures here from this gentleman. Thank you, sir, for sending these. I'm going to pull these up on the screen, and I want you to explain, what some of these are. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to save them so we can have a look. Here. So since she's not by her desk, maybe we can call her on her mobile number. Maybe she'll answer the phone. I'm not sure. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. So give me 1 second, sir. Mm-hmm.
You have reached the voicemail box of 345.
All right. So she's not answering that.
Let me some of the pictures, Miss Sandra, where he sent me to work to the warehouse with a brother. And those itinerary is that when he used to go make promotion with Ruby's promotion.
Okay,
Ruby's
so let me
promotion.
just pull it up, because yes, we like to have evidence, because anybody, we have a saying in Cayman, mout can say anything. We need more than mout. We need proof. So you have provided us with proof. So let's just go over what you have here now. So you say this picture here is where you're working in a warehouse with him?
In a warehouse with a brother.
Yes.
And then that other thing is when you having promotion for Ruby's, him guys come pick me up and carry me to make promotion for Ruby's. So see there, this other one right there just now is when we have promotion for Ruby's.
And I mean,
So
the only way that you'd be able to get this email, this detailed email of some draw schedule, blah, blah, blah. The only way you could get that is if you were actually part of some kind of setup project for the promotion.
Yes, I send the next picture for you for see where me is the one guy we went with a green shirt and a red cap there to the big truck. In that promotion. Yes, we was there to that promotion. We were doing promotion and in all the gas station in Cayman. In all the gas station I was in Cayman.
So you specifically asked her if you were not working outside of the terms of your work permit, and she told you no, she works for government, and so this is okay.
She said that's not a problem. She said, no worry about that. You just go with my brother. I ain't gonna pick you up.
Wow. See? This is shocking.
So then you send me go work and then they not pay me no money.
Wow. I mean, it's more than one problem here, because by law, you're not supposed to be working outside the terms of your work permit. That's an immigration offense, right?
Exploit me. She only send that document.
Hold on. This is her. This is her in the line. This is her calling back. 1 second. Let's see if we can connect the. Hold on. I'm trying to connect back the. I had disconnected the Bluetooth. Give me 1 second here. All right. So we want to make sure everybody can hear this situation. All right. Let's give her a call back. Hold on.
You have reached the voice.
And the guy in the green shirt, that's her brother?
The guy in the green shirt is me.
Oh,
Me
that's
with the red
you.
cap.
Oh,
That's me
so
going to the
we
big
definitely
shop.
see you wearing the Ruba shirt and oh wow.
Yeah, that's me going to the big truck. Go bring with the red cap. Go bring stuff there, and then with the me is the one with the red shirt. Also, they give me my uniform, my shirt and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You call Giselle to
1
Hello?
second.
They're
Hi,
gonna tell
good
you.
morning. Good morning, Colleen.
Morning.
Yes,
Hi, yes, it is.
Sandra Hill here. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay.
Good. We have a Mr. Sir, what is your name?
John.
Mr. John. He's here on live radio saying that you owe him some money.
Oh, okay.
And that you had him working all these long hours and not paying him any overtime, and that you had him working outside the terms of his work permit. And so he wants to know when can he expect to get paid his money.
John?
Mm-hmm.
John is owed money.
That's what John says.
John is not owed.
He's not owed any money?
John should answer my calls when I call him, so that we can. The only thing that's owed to John is the last 3 or 4 days of his work,
Mm-hmm.
and he left before I got home to pay him. That's all that is owed.
Mm-hmm.
John was paid every 2 weeks. So John is suggesting that he was not paid weekly or
Well,
bi-weekly.
he's suggesting. John, did you hear that? Miss Colleen says that you're paid up. It's just a few dollars owed
John,
to you for 3 days.
John, why doesn't he? 3 to 4 days. It was a matter of $134 roughly that he was that was owed to him. That he told me he borrowed some money to get his flight back. I decided not to renew John's permit because John didn't know what he was doing on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
John killed off a lot of my plants, so I decided not to renew his permit. It wasn't a matter of him leaving or anything. It was that the permit expired, and I decided not to renew it.
Mm-hmm.
John lived on the farm at no expense. He was paid $6 per hour for what he was doing, but to be quite frank, it was more expensive keeping John on staff than having John there.
Okay,
So
John.
where's John? I'm sorry, John is calling from. John is on island or what?
No, he's on the phone. John, did you hear that?
Okay. Well, John, I you know my number. You can call me. I'm at work at this time, so I'm not able to deal with this now. But $134, really? That's really disappointing, John. Really disappointing.
No.
But Sandra,
Okay.
I got work for the warehouse with your brother,
John,
and I need you
John,
to pay my labor. No,
John,
you know
John.
paying my
Wow,
pass, my
wow,
everything.
surprising.
1 week before
You
I
ever
work
had to
30
wait
at
more than
month.
a day or two
Oh,
to get your money? Wow, surprising. You know what is upsetting you? The fact that what is upsetting you? What is upsetting you is that I did not renew your permit. And it was because I had to keep having discourse with you about killing everything on the farm. That is what this is all about. That's what it's all about. You have my number, John. This is not the phone. $134? Oh. Do you remember me calling you in the morning? Listen, this is not the forum for it. The day that you left, I called you multiple times that morning. I was on my way to the farm to pay you. Do you remember that? You left like 4 hours before your flight was supposed to leave. I was coming down in traffic with the money for you. I called the person that you were in the car with. I don't want to call his name on the radio. But do you remember me calling him to try to get a hold of you and you were already at the airport for $134? Your money's in an envelope on the farm if you want it. Listen, don't tell no lie on me. Sandra, like I am trying to run my business. This does not help me. I'm a small business, we're already struggling. This BS that this man is going on with, to be quite frank, is very unnecessary. John got minimum wage, which is the minimum wage, but John lives there. I provided food for John. I gave John water. I gave John food. I gave John a burner. Everything that John had, I had to provide for him. Everything I had to provide for him. Food, yes. I left my house open. John could eat anything out of there. Nobody lived on the farm. I was there. I left food. I left rice. I left my burners, pots, pans, everything John accessed. Everything. You're bitter.
I mean, the question.
You're bitter, John.
Okay. I mean, one of the major questions I have
Sandra,
outside of
Sandra, I still at work, right? As a woman, I'm trying to make a living. This doesn't help me. If we can always talk, but this is not the forum. Being on public radio, I'm not going to do it. I can appreciate what you're doing, but I am telling you quite honestly that John is not being completely honest.
Well, one of the things he seems to have proof of that really makes me question everything is he seems to have proof of the fact that he was working outside the terms of his work permit, which is an actual immigration and criminal offense.
It is an issue, undeniably so. But I do not owe John any money. That is completely incorrect, and there was no mistreatment of sort. So that is completely incorrect. I'm so sorry. And I am at work. I'm a K-man and working in my job. This is not the time for this. And this is very embarrassing. Considering that this person, I tried to help and I thought they were trying to help me. There was no abuse of this person. They actually came out on top. I came out on the bottom. John, anything that you have done, wow. You're upset with me, and I understand, but it is not for the reasons that you're speaking. And I'm very embarrassed. Again, I have to return to my work.
Yes, ma'am.
I would appreciate, Sandra. Please.
Okay, we'll let you get back to work.
Well, you see, the thing is, this is going to continue with him berating me, and I'm not able to defend.
I mean, that's why we called you.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to give you an opportunity.
And this is it. But absolutely. But I'm going to ask you to please stick up in, because this is not helping anything, and this is not truthful. Not entirely truthful.
Oh, I have proof. I have evidence.
You hear what I said? You heard what I said, right? It's not entirely true. But I am not coming on public radio to have the rest of this discussion.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sandra, you can appreciate my position, right?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I think your position has some holes in it, honey child. And it's problematic.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, ma'am. I can't, I mean, I don't really know you. Your picture looks a little familiar, but I mean, I have to be truthful with you. You're saying he's not telling the full truth. Even if he's telling 80% of the truth, I think you have a problem. You just admitted to allow him to work outside the terms of his work permit.
That is undeniable. That is.
And you told him that, because you work for government, it's not an issue. That's abuse.
Do you believe that? Hold on. Well, no. Listen, that is one person's side of that is not true. That is not true. I would never do that.
Well, did he ever ask you if it was okay to do this additional work? And what was your response?
Sandra, no such thing was ever said. I would never say something like that to somebody. It is not true.
Wow.
But as I said, John, you know my number. I have tried to call you since you've left, and you have not answered my calls. And I thought it was peculiar. I really thought it was peculiar, but I did not know that this is what you had up your sleeve. And for $135, though, very disappointing. I have to go back to work, Sandra.
Mm-hmm. All right, my dear. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. John, she says you're only telling half truths. So let me put it to you. Now, what is it that you say exactly that she owes you money for?
She only paid me 15 days, and she deduct the 85.550 for the insurance. And then she owed me from the 15th of August to September 24. You know? And then 24, my permit expired to the 25th. I got a big 1 week because my flight was till Friday. And when I call her, she can't go. She busy, she this, she that. I can't wait because my flight is Friday and nobody going to take me from there. There is a friend where they going to work and I beg him I drop to the airport because from there, how I going to go from northward to the airport from the farm. You understand?
So
she
says she owes you $135 and that she's been trying to reach you by phone. Has she been trying to reach you by phone?
I do see the missed call from her when I went from there. I call and then they answer me.
So when did those missed calls come in? When did you get those missed calls?
I don't get no missed call from her.
Oh, you don't
I've
get...
been calling her and I don't get no missed call from her because I'm leaving the island till Friday about 1:30. I didn't get no missed call from her. And she didn't know that she's going to leave because I spent 1 whole week working for her yet. And then she didn't give me no food. She didn't cook. I'm buying my own food. I got her witness. I used to buy it. She didn't take me to the supermarket. My friend, I make friendship with a guy and he carry me, give me a ride in the car when I go and go buy.
So she says that you know, you weren't a good worker, you didn't have a green thumb, and so that's why she didn't renew your work permit. I mean, she can choose not to renew your work permit, but I suppose at the end of the day, you still have to get paid.
At the end of the day, she told me that I tell her, go renew it back. Like, I already have a big conversation 1 week before, the 24, like the 15th. So I told her, no, I'm not going to work more. I'm going home because I'm not feeling good here for the week. Say, okay, that's no problem. I said, yeah, no problem. I'm not going to work no more. Understand me? But then she's from the island, so that's why all the time she abused. She exchanged 6 farmers before I reached here. So that's why she abused the people them because she worked with the government. She feel like nobody can do her, but I left it to God. But then she denying him, say I didn't work outside of my work permit, and I have evidence. I have proof.
Do you have evidence? You said you made a complaint to the labor board as well. Do you have evidence of what you say is this additional money that she owes you?
Evidence like the days them where I work?
Yes.
Yes. I have the hours them put down and the days them where she owe me. From where to where? Because I still have the paper. The paper where she give me when she pay me because she no pay me with this. She just a paper she give me and what it take out. You know what she take out. I have all those evidence. You know, I'm a 40 years man. I'm not gonna talk thing out the way because everything when you talk you got to get pace. But a support. You know?
Well, that's what we say, you know, show.
Boy, I have support, I have proof, I have evidence. You know, for proof she anywhere we go. Because then my labor is my labor. And work. I no beg she nothing. You understand me? I claiming my right. That was the only pay she give me. And the first 2 weeks when I reached there, because the contract's every 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks and then the next one. And from there, I didn't receive no other money. So she no ain't got to prove what she pay me. She only this document I have what she pay me. And still she taking out, she used to take out $85.50 from insurance, and I didn't get no copy of where you paying insurance. you know. So I don't know how she taking out my money, paying insurance, and she not present this is where you pay the insurance, so anything you could go. If you have a fever, nothing. You only say, I take out this, I take out that, but then I don't see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Mm-mm.
And then she, by seeing government, she claiming, say, I don't have no proof. I have evidence. I work for Ruby's gas station. I just tell them know me. I work for Ruby's gas station in promotion, which in that no say, my work for me say farmer. My work for me no say work for Ruby's gas station. My work for me no say go work with the brother in a warehouse because she and the brother no sharing no permit.
Mm-hmm.
He's a farmer. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I believe right where right is. It's justice where justice is.
Mm-hmm.
Understand me? I'm a Nicaraguan,
Mm-hmm.
and them know situation where we passing in Nicaragua, I need a job. So then there's where them abuse away. Got me like a slave and do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Do what they want. Pay me when they feel like them. Promise you this, that, and when you reach under, if you want it, you take it. If you don't want it, you still have to take it back away. You are the way you are run, and you don't know nobody in the island. And the island is the island. If you don't have a corridor, you're not going to eat. Them just tell you, do this, do the other, and that's it. Which in one day up to, not in my country, I do that. I got farmer supermarket selling farmer supermarket. All those things, I have evidence. I have a picture. So what I talking, I'm not talking just for talking because I have base. Understand? But so I tell you, I she work with the government, nobody can do her nothing. And that's not right. I know saying nothing then, disrespecting her about what is right is right. You work me, pay me my labor, man. Because you work me already. You exploit me already. Go to pay me $6 an hour. You send me go do work outside of my work permit. See? And then you send me go work. You carry me and left me. See the next picture there, I send it working in the farmer's market. And I got to the as farmer. I don't have to work for selling farmer's market. You see? But well, you know, the lady in the government, the lady in power, so well, nobody can do her nothing.
Wow.
See? But I believe I fighting for what is for my right. I want she tell me what whenever I have to pay me because I work for that. 9 days in a warehouse with the brother, moving things from that warehouse to our next place from 7:30 in the morning till 2, 3 o'clock evening, lifting up all kind of weight and things like that, working with a clip and everything, and then they're not going to recognize me nothing out of my labor. I think that is abusement.
Yeah.
It's
all right,
abusement.
John. Let's see what happens. Hopefully labor can help you with the amount because I think it's important to get that sorted out, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much, my dear.
Okay.
All righty. So, there seems to be some of you commenting that as a foreigner, he shouldn't have any rights, that Caymanians need to have more rights. I want to say on record that I cannot believe that anybody in their right mind would say that. The labor law applies to every single person in this country, whether you're Caymanian or not. And I can assure you that one of the reasons why, and he has sent me some additional evidence here in terms of calculations and so on, right? What I can assure you is that anybody who would take advantage of a foreign worker, if they have the opportunity to do it to a Caymanian, they would do it to a Caymanian as well. So do not allow any comfort in saying, oh, well, this is just a foreign worker that's having his or her rights taken advantage of. So we as Caymanians should not care about that situation. To me, that is shocking and egregious. Remember the saying, when they came for the Jews, I did nothing? Caymanians are being abused the same way, and a lot of times it's by our very own people. If somebody is a lawbreaker and they're non-compliant with the immigration laws, with the WORC laws of this country, they hardly care. But you know what? A lot of people specifically target foreign workers because they know that most of them have no real recourse. They report it to these government agencies and then nothing is done.
Unknown caller.
I'm flabbergasted that there could be any breaches of the WRC legislation, and the excuse is, well, he's a foreign national. Good morning, caller.
Shows you what his wages were, 540, which he was paid, and 3 or 4 days were left that he needed to be paid for. But I can't seem to find you on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Can you send me a WhatsApp message?
Yeah, this same number is on WhatsApp.
I'm trying to send it. It's not showing up.
Let me see. I mean, I think the point that he is making, and I can see where he has a point, is he's saying, listen, I was working outside the terms of my work permit, and so I need to be paid for that as well. You've admitted that he was working outside the terms of his work permit.
John,
so what is the intention
Sandra,
in terms of that?
have a look at what I'm sending you, and that demonstrates that he's paid for 6 days per week. He lives on the farm. I'm not there. If he wants to get up and do whatever he wants on a 7th day, that's on him, but he has never been given instruction to work 7 days. He lives on the farm. He didn't work 7 days a week. I'm sure when I'm not there, he probably took plenty of rest. I'm trying to send you the message now. I'm gonna sign up.
All righty. I don't understand that. I mean, you hold his work permit. So if you're allowing him to work for your brother at Ruba's Promotions and he's not getting paid, legally, you're responsible for that. First of all, you shouldn't be working outside of the terms of work permit. But if you're going to do that, the very least that you can do is actually pay the man. I'm still not really fully understanding exactly how this is work. Now, Ms. Brenda says here, well, don't let her lose her job. That has nothing to do with me. If somebody decides to breach the laws of this country and there are consequences for that, if you work, let me come off air because I want to tell y'all something. Listen to me very, very carefully. Every single day we get up and we have to make decisions about what laws to follow and what laws not to follow. If you don't follow laws, which is very, very easy to do, right? And you get caught and you admit that you've not been following the laws. If your boss decides, oh, wow, you work in the legal department for fuck's sake, and there'll be consequences for you ignoring the laws of this country. You work in the legal department. Of all departments in the world that you could work in and think that you are not going to follow the law, my God, it is no fucking wonder that our country is becoming a shithole, because the lawlessness goes from the top, from the MPs, all the way down to the bottom. And every single person who excuses that kind of behavior, I don't give a damn who does it, is part of the problem. How do you justify breaking the laws in this country? And it's okay for you because you're a Caymanian. You should be more ashamed than when expats do it. We can get rid of fucking expats in this country. We can't get rid of Caymanians. Y'all are ruining this country in the name of greed. You don't think I understand the struggles of being a small business owner? You don't think I understand the struggles of being unemployed in my fucking country and feeling like a second-class citizen? I have every excuse to break the laws, and I don't do it. So I don't want no cockamamie story from nobody in this country, especially not a Caymanian. We should be holding ourselves to a better standard than that. This is our country. Wake up! If we are ruining it, what do you think can happen? We're the ones who have to stay here. The foreigners have somewhere to go. We ruin it with deceptive practices, with lies, with politicians that crooking us left, right, and center. Come on. There's no excuse for this. Being a Caymanian does not give you the right to break the law. You should be held to higher standard. You not got nowhere else to go, but y'all run into England and they soon gonna kick your ass out of there too. It's no wonder they're coming down on us with a jackhammer, saying that we're non-compliant and we should be on a gray list. We're becoming just like everywhere else. Oh, let's pay somebody under the table. It doesn't matter if we follow the laws. Let's tell people I'm somebody, I'm this and that. I work for government, so you can't complain. I don't fault the man one bit. Even if 80% of what he said is true, if he has some of the calculations wrong, I ain't not fucking business with that. He He has clear evidence that he was being permitted to work outside the terms of his work permit. Caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I just want to tell you, God bless you. You're 100% right with what you say. We need more people like you. God bless you.
Thank you, my dear. It's just ridiculous. I mean, we're lowering our standards. Oh, I'm a Caymanian. That's our problem now. Oh, I'm a Caymanian, so the rules don't apply to me. I don't have to show up to work on time. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. That's part of the reasons why these expats sit down and laugh at us on a regular basis. It's part of the reasons why they can easily move you out of your job. You know, the Caymanian business owners that I talk to all the time, and they tell you that some of the most difficult people to hire and keep employed are fucking Caymanians that feel entitled. Every public holiday, the following day after the public holiday, they're not gonna show up to work because they're a Caymanian. Oh, I have nerve problem. Well, guess what? I got nerve problem too, and I still gotta show up to work. No, sir. Y'all gotta do better, man. This is ridiculous. I can't believe it. This is where we are, right? As Caymanians, we can just abuse other people because we're a Caymanian. And when the expats become Caymanians and then they start to do it, we gonna call them out. Well, guess what? This is an equal opportunity show. Okay? I don't give a fuck where you're from. I don't care if you're Jamaican. I don't care if you're from West Bay. I don't care if you're my first cousin, my own sister. If you're wrong, and wrong is right, and you can't give wrong right. And you will be called out. I don't care if you're Premier Wayne Panton. I don't care if you're Chris Saunders. I don't care if you're J.E. Banks. I don't care if you're Minister Kenneth Bryan. I don't care. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That's it. Let's have some standards. It's not an excuse that I'm a Caymanian. If we really cared about this country, folks, believe me, we would hold ourselves to a higher standard and we would accept no less from anybody else. I don't want to be like these countries that these people running from. Where corruption is rampant. And this is the exact same way that it started. Let's turn a blind eye to what our people are doing. Huh? Politicians been crooking us from day one because it's been accepted. Everybody is in on it. Or just turn the other way. It don't make no difference. Come now. I can't sit back and read those types of comments and say nothing and tell you that that is okay. The same way I have said to you earlier this morning, we have a deputy chairperson of an immigration board breaching immigration laws. She should be removed from that board. Her co-workers over at the where she works now, civil aviation, have contacted me and said, how are we supposed to respect her as HR manager when we read in the paper that she was breaching laws with her own company? That is a fair question to ask. CIAA should fire her ass too. And I don't give a shit if she's Caymanian. She should have thought about that before she decided to break the fucking laws. Same thing with this young lady. I don't know her from the Man on the Moon. She looks like a nice young lady. I see her in her little farming outfit. Small business owner. But guess what? The laws are designed for everybody. Small business owner, big business owners, it don't matter. You don't get a pass because you're a small business owner to breach the laws of this country. If you can't handle it, then you don't get in business, none at all. See the man here showing you evidence that he's working? He got on a fucking Ruba shirt. He was definitely working. And not only was he working outside the terms of his work permit, see him working at a brother warehouse, he was doing more than farming. He should be paid. And I don't care who like it. Yeah, she was called out this morning. She's at work. She should have never allowed this man to work outside the term of his work permit. That is not what you do. When you do it, and then you turn around, don't pay the person for it. Now there's an argument how much you owe and this and that. Listen, make the labor board sort out that part of it. He said he's put in a complaint over there. Make them sort that out. What I'm going to tell you is on national radio this morning, she just admitted to allowing this man to work outside the terms of his work permit. She has also gone on to say that he's not telling the complete truth. So she's admitting that a lot of what he's saying is the truth. I don't know what percentage she's going to cop up to. But girl, if that man hauls you in today, Sam Bulgen, who is head of the department that you work for, and fires you, you don't have nobody to blame but yourself. Who are you going to blame for that? You have a law degree and work in the legal department. Of all people who should understand the implications of breaking the laws of this fucking country, it should be you. Ignorance is no excuse, but you don't even have that as an excuse. What the hell is wrong with you people? Huh? You want to be a lawyer and already you breaking laws and you not get qualified yet? Are you people kidding me? Jesus Christ. Imagine when you become a lawyer. What then? What laws would you break then? Folks, I not got no time for the non-compliance. Okay? If you decide to get involved in certain types of activity, you better be prepared to just follow the law. It is so simple on the one hand. It really, really is. But we giving our own people excuses. Break the laws left, right, and center. But we want expats now to make sure that they follow the law. Wow. Talk about a double standard. We're going to go to hell in the handbasket real soon. I don't make any excuses for nobody. And I'm telling you all this already, right? You know the people that got upset with me? Well, one person, Shane McLaughlin, got upset with me. Oh, I can't believe that she called out her own sister. Why can't you believe it? Huh? Because what was said wasn't the truth? She had an opportunity to respond. And you heard what her response was? The same kind of foolishness I'm reading in the comments this morning. Oh, talk to her off air. She'll give me the story when she's ready. That's not how it works, dear sister. The woman lodged a complaint against you. The police were investigating it. You're alleged to have stabbed a woman in the streets of Georgetown, and we not gonna cover the story just because you my fucking sister? Well, I know well. You and I are not really cut from the same cloth, I can tell you that. I don't know where it went wrong in the genes, but it not there. Because you should have known better than to even ask me to hold off and wait. Hold off and wait for what? The truth don't need to be held off and wait. You had an opportunity to tell your side of the story. But you see, somebody said, where's the kaboom button? But you see, this is the foolishness. This is the foolishness that we are putting up with. Yeah? Which husband bullying workers? That's my sister or somebody else? This is the foolishness that we are putting up with, right? From our own family members. That's why criminals are running rampant all over this country. The majority of who are Caymanians, yes? Robbing small business owners where they got pull up machetes on them and threaten to chop them up. Y'all know who these little hooligans are. But because, oh, they're my niece, they're my nephew. You see, I'm bringing all the drugs to your house, the money to your house, stolen goods, everything. And we as Caymanians sit back and do nothing because, oh, they're family. I know well, it wouldn't be me. Y'all need to stand up and put a stop to the foolishness. And I don't care who it is. You know your children doing wrong, call the fucking police on them. Right? Y'all too shame. You know what is shameful? It's shameful when y'all sit back and allow the whole country to be ruined by druggies and criminals. 5%, 10% of the people in this country are the ones who are engaging in this kind of behavior and ruining it for everybody. And a lot of you sitting back going, well, they're Caymanian. I don't give a shit if they're Caymanian or not. Make myself very, very clear. Rough Seas says, was he doing the extra work for Rubus or the girl? Rubus ain't got nothing to do with this. They must have asked him, his brother, to set up for them. I don't know exactly what contract his brother has with Rubus, but I can tell you Rubus ain't got nothing to do with this. He said he was working for the brother doing this promotions thing. So the brother must have some kind of, I don't know, promotion business or whatever. So the brother said, oh, come, you must come and work for me with the day, blah, blah, blah. The man has provided his evidence. You can't refute the pictures. He's wearing a damn Rubus shirt. No, sir. Do better. Have some standards. You know, you can't go around talking about you have high standards for everybody but yourself, everybody but your own family, everybody but your own countrymen. That don't make no sense. What a mess. Miss Olive says the labor board is a waste of time. I mean, the number of infractions that we have in this country on a regular basis, labor-related infractions. The day one of these same foreign workers take a machete to one of y'all for messing with their money, because like somebody said, $135, $150 might be much to Caymanians, but to those people, that could be a whole month worth of groceries. The day one of them have enough and chop y'all asses up, then you can hear another story again. Oh, but Sandy, and them foreign workers trying to kill us off. Really? Scott says, I would suspect that most work permit holders, regardless of job category, are working to some degree outside the remit of their permit when they hold your livelihood over your head and can upend your life on a whim. You do what you're told. These people feel like slaves here. And that's not right. We can't justify, oh, well, Caymanians can't get a job and they can't do this and they can't do that. And in workplaces, we can't justify because some people are mistreating us that we must turn around and mistreat other people. That's a very low ball way of doing things. That's a low standard. Yeah? You have to clean up the whole cesspool for everybody. The foreign workers as well as the Caymanians. What a mess. Anyway, Damien mentioned Palm Heights. It's so funny you should say them because I was just thinking about them. And you think they're not breaching it with Caymanians and expats? They don't give a damn. Dane says Dane Shalat said this is why Caymanians can't get work, especially in construction, because work permit holders work outside their contracts, and immigration, government, everybody, and everybody accepts it. Well, guess what? Once again, employers, Caymanians, are allowing it to happen. Crack down on it every single way. Under no circumstances should this be allowed. For this man to pick up the phone and call this show, I'm sure took a lot of courage for him to do so. And I'm not going to sit here and castigate him. I'm not going to call him a liar because I can tell you he's sending additional proof of hours worked and all kind of stuff. I'm not going to go as far as sit here and calculate his hours and work it out. What I'm telling you, though, is the man has provided some evidence. He seems to have some indication that he can back up a lot of what he has said. That's a problem. Why would Rubus pick up some of the lashing here? If Rubus outcontracts or contracts something to a third party, so they hire people, Caymanian companies, by the way, to set up an event for them and to run certain aspects of the event. You think Rubus has time to micromanage who those people are hiring and whether or not they're compliant with the law? Our government not even doing it? Our government hiring Caymanian contracting companies who are not following the law and not paying their workers either? What I would now suggest, Rough Seas, since we want to talk about Rubus, is now that Rubus knows that this Caymanian has breached work permit laws, they never use him again. How about that? That is where Rubus can now be held accountable. Because now you're aware. The man has provided you evidence, and here's someone that you're contracting who has no respect for the laws of this country, and your company name, Rubus, now all over the airwaves with it. So if I were Rubus, whoever the hell the brother is, I would say, oh no, you're not gonna put us in this hot mess of a situation again. And you see now how Caymanians are screwing themselves out of opportunities? You see the problem? Yeah? And then y'all gonna say, oh, well, okay, these companies don't want to help Caymanian businesses. Well, look at that. When they do, Caymanian businesses aren't following the law, and now got Rubus' name all over the streets of the Cayman Islands. And Scott says, which Rubus? It doesn't matter. This was a Rubus promotion which covered all of the gas station. This was a giveaway that covered all of them. I'm sure Rubus headquarters would have been the one who engaged and hired. Let's go back to the evidence that the man has provided. See here? They're all listed. All 9 locations, actually 10 locations in Cayman listed. So this was the pure summer promotion. See it there? It was an overall promotion that they did, this pure summer draw schedule. The man wouldn't have this kind of evidence if what he's saying is not true. So he can be this meticulous and provide this sort of evidence, photos of him. Here he is in a live stream in the background. He can provide all of that evidence, but yet sit down and lie about the hours that he's owed? I kind of don't think so. I mean, I'm likely to believe him this morning. I'm just saying. Morning, Miss Anita. What a mess. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Siobhan said, like I said, the math ain't mathing. It's unbelievable. We're ruining our own country, but want to sit down and blame expats for everything. Y'all better get your shit together. That's all.